Hello, on Scat here. I'm gonna show my Pokédex progress so far in Pokemon Violet. So the starter Pokemon you can possibly get it by trading, which you need a Nintendo Switch Online subscription. So these Pokemon you can find. You don't necessarily have to evolve them. Palmot you need to evolve it by having it Pommel walk around for 1000 steps and then level up without it returning to its Pokeball. Sunflora, Sunken you can find in the wild or otherwise evolve Sunken with a Sunstone. Scatterbug and Spoopa and Vivillon you can find in the wild. But if you cannot find Spoopa, just evolve a Scatterbug. Think it needed about level 12 to evolve. These ones you can find, Corvic Knight you can find in the Great Crater of Cordelia. You can find Chansey and Happiny. If you have difficulties defeating Blissey and Terror Rage, you can evolve a Chansey if it has an high enough affinity level, friendship, and then needs one level to level up and it will evolve in Blissey. Same with Azuro to Meryl, high affinity level, and you can find all three in the wild. These ones as well. Wooper as well. With in-game training you can also get the blue Wooper, which is water and ground type. These two you can find. Igglybuff, Jigglypuff and Wigglybuff you can also find if you have trouble finding Wigglypuff or Terror Rage, you can evolve a Jigglypuff using a Moonstone. Gardevoir you can find in the wild. I found them mostly snowy mountain area, and otherwise evolve a Curlia female with leveling up. And if you want a Glade, you need to have a male Curlia and evolve it with a Dawnstone. Drowsy and Hypno you can find in the wild, mostly near ruins, so that looks like parts from, I don't know, houses and castles. You can find Ghastly and Haunter in the wild, while in-game trading you can get a Haunter which you get traded so it evolves in Gengar, or trade via online. Tendemaus evolves after a certain level and it will either have suddenly 2 little mice, so in total 4 or 3, but you can also find them in Terror Raids. Raichu you can find in the Great Crater of Paldea, and otherwise evolve a Pikachu with a Thunderstone, and Pichu to Pikachu is with high affinity level. All evolve naturally. These ones as well, you can find them. Orico has different colors, so blue ones, yellow ones, pink ones. These three you can all find in the wild. Applin, I mostly found them in Tech 3 ticket. And when you use a sweet apple or the other apple, I also find items. Evolution you can evolve an Applin in Apple Wing or Appletoon. An Applin hide in trees, so you need to dash towards a tree until you hear the automatic boink sound that it hits the tree and will fall out. These two you can find in the wild. These two as well. This one you can find mostly in snowy areas, and this one on beaches. These two you can find in the wild. Kabite as well, mostly in the Great Crater of Cordelia. Pelipper, I found them in the sea near the mountains in the sea. This one was a bit harder, but you find them mostly in the sea as well. This one has a red color and blue colored stripes. These two you can find You can get a Galarian Meowth in-game by completing the teacher story from Salvatore, by following the language classes, all of them, and talk with them. Drifloon and Drifblim only found in Pokemon Scarlet. These two you can all evolve and should be able to find in the wild of Terra Raids. These as well. This one evolves by having a Primeape use the move Rage Fit at least 20 times, which it will learn naturally, that move, fighting type move. You can find in the wild. Then if you Sharkadet in Pokemon Violet, you only can get it evolve into Cerulege by using trading Sinisty chip items with a woman at a fountain in Pico, and then you get ominous armor, and then you can evolve the Cerulite. And then in Pokemon Scarlet, you need to find 10 Bronzor pieces. So this Pokemon, or you can get them from this one as well, and then trade them, and you can get Armorage, which is fire and ghost type. Whiscash, Baboosh you can find in the wild. Goodra you can get by evolving a Sliggle of level 50 and higher during the rain. It needs to rain. The weather needs to be raining, so it cannot be during battles or anything. All the EVs and its evolutions, you can find them in the wild, or use Waterstone to evolve into Vaporeon, Thunderstone for Jolteon, Firestone for Flareon, high affinity level for Espeon, high affinity level for Umbreon only during the night, Leafeon using Grass Stone, Glaceon using Ice Stone, and Sylveon you get by high affinity level plus a fairy type move. So if you have an Eevee that knows a fairy type, you have set a fairy type move as one of the 4 core moves it uses, then it will evolve in Sylveon. You have Dunsparce and Dunsparce, 2 segmented. You can also find that in the Great Cordelia. It can possibly change, evolve also in 3 segmented. Girafarig and its evolution you can find in the Great of Cordelia, and otherwise Girafarig will evolve once at level 1 time when it knows the move Twin Beam, Grammar and Mug. These you can all find. Doctricity you can find the low and high end, so purple, yellow and purple and blue you can find in the wild. Then as well, Pachirichu as well. Electrode you can find in the wild. I found that near outside Medali City in front of the area. It's a gym, and otherwise for Voltorb. Magneton you can find in the wild and use Thunderstone. Yeah, Magneton evolves. Evolve a Magneton with a Thunderstone. Diddle you can find in the wild. Growlithe and Alkaline as well, or evolve a Growlithe with a Firestone. Towers in certain herds or outbreaks you are able to find the water and dog type or dark and fire type. Stunky is only limited to Pokemon Scarlet. Zoroark you can find these ones as well. If you have trouble with getting this one, then hatch an egg with Gogeta and get that one. Sinistcha is the chips you need, or the Pokemon materials you need in Pokemon Violet. They are behind the area in Alfornada City, the Psychic Gym City. And then you can evolve that Pokemon using a special teacup evolution item. To get Brambligas, you need to walk Bramblin 1000 steps and then level up once. The rest you can all find. Capsule kit and the evolution you can find in the wild, or use a Thunderstone in this one to evolve it in Scovillian. Rellor needs to walk 1000 steps and level up once to evolve in this one. This one you can find in the wild. This one as well. Scissor you only get by trading. Have a Scienter hold metal coat. Trade it and make sure. Check the Pokemon summary if the Scienter you get back has also the item metal coat. And then you can trade and it will evolve in a Scissor. These you can all find. This one as well. This one you can find in Pokemon Violet. You can evolve them or find them in Terra raids. This one you can find. This one is the evolution for Pinitze. But I don't have that because you have to play a multiplayer and then it needs to level up above level 38. You don't need to fight it, just need to be during a multiplayer session. These Pokemon you can all find in Terra Raids or just evolving the Pokemon. This one, Oranguru, is only in Pokemon Scarlet. Same as this one is only in Pokemon Violet. Larvitar is only in Pokemon Scarlet, but I got it via Terra Raid, joining a Terra Raid. This one, Story Junior, is also Pokemon Scarlet only and lives near the ruins. Evolution, you can get a Slowking by trading a Slowpoke with a King's Rock and make sure that you get a Slowpoke which holds the King's Rock as well. Get back. These ones you can all find in Pokemon Violet. This one you can only find in Pokemon Scarlet, is the Seahorse Pokemon, which you mainly find in the sea, but only in Pokemon Scarlet. These ones you can find. These ones as well. To get a Frostlass you need to have a female Snorunt and evolve it within, I thought, a Dawnstone, otherwise a Shiny Stone. This one you can only get by having a B-Sharp, catch a B-Sharp that spawns in groups with Panyard. Catch that one, then it will help a specific item, the Leader Crest. Then the B-Sharp with the Leader Crest need to defeat 3 other B-Sharps that spawn in groups of B-Sharp, like look in this picture. And when you defeated 3 of them, then you need to level up your B-Sharp once and it will evolve in King Gambit. This one is only in Pokemon Scarlet only, which is Dino and the evolution of Dino, and those are 3 stages between, so that's 370, 371 and 372 Scarlet. Pokemon Scarlet only. This one is Pokemon Scarlet only, which is Great Tusk. This one is Pokemon Scarlet only, and that is the Magneton on legs, which you can only find in the Great Crater of Cordelia. These are exclusive to Pokemon Violet. This one you can find in the snowy areas. Is the evolution of Gimmighoul when you have collected 999 gold coins. These are the Shrine Pokemon. This one is Pokemon Scarlet only, which is the past version of Salamence. This is Koraidon, which is Pokemon Scarlet only. Those are all the 400 Pokemons and which ones you can find in Pokemon Violet. So thank you all for watching.